Hello. Welcome to today's six-pack session. We are going to burn up our abs today. We have a session today that is really, we're going to hit up the total body. There's going to be the full body burn that we need in order to really create that desired physique and true strength. But we will be going really deep into that burn, all right? So the first segment is going to be abs, warming that all up, getting into planking, deep core work. Then we're going to be getting into, we're going to be bridging, also deep core work, then balance. Then we go back down, abs. And then again, we cycle through it. And we're going to have 3 cycles like that where really the main focus on the beginning of every single cycle is the abdominals. So we're going to have a seat at the top of the mat. And the hands are going to come forward. The shoulders are going to come down. You can even kind of circle them around and back. And then I want you to come down 1 vertebrae at a time, really articulating your way down. Nice and slow. Once your head touches the floor, imagine that the knees are pulling you back up. So you're peeling your way up and sitting nice and tall. And then again, we go down. And back up. And then 1 more. All the way back up. And once we come up, we're going to now go all the way back down, but our hands now are going to be at the base of the skull. So we're slowly moving down. Press the feet into the floor. And on the next exhale, lift the shoulder blades up and engage the pelvic floor, then bring it back down. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and here's the last one. And then we're going to lower it down, open up the arms to 90 degrees, place the right leg on top of the left, and just move the legs over to the right for a moment. Then keeping the legs crossed over this way, move them over to the left. Keeping the right shoulder down. And then we switch, and the left leg is going to be on top of the right, and we're going to pull the legs over to the left. And then pull them over to the right. And then again, I want you to undo that tie between the legs, but let them drop over to the left again. Okay, so the hands are now going to be at the base of the skull once again. And we're going to crunch up to center with the chest. So it's going to be exhale, center, inhale, lower. 3 more. 2. 1 more time. Hold it right here. And then bring the knees over to the other side, keeping the chest centered. Lower and lift. 6 more. 3, 2, 1 more time, and then release it, opening up the arms again. Also now the knees have opened up. We're in a butterfly position. On the next exhale, reach your arms overhead, create an arrow with your hands. You can bring the heels further away from you. And on the next exhale, press your back into the floor and then reach your hands for your heels. Let's bring it back down. Exhale, bring it up. Bring it back down. Now maybe see if we can go all the way up to your heels. while keeping your feet together. And of course, if you feel like that's not right for you, then just come up halfway. You don't have to come up all the way. And we're going to go again for another 5, keeping the feet together. 3, 2, and we're going to do one more good one. And then as we come down, we're going to keep our legs in the butterfly position and our hands are going to be at the base of the skull. We're going to lower down. The left foot is going to dig into the floor the way it is. And we're going to bring the right knee to right elbow and the elbow to knee. Lower it down. Don't switch sides. Same side, please. It's another 7. 2 more. Last time. And switch. Keep the right leg pushed into the ground. 4, 3, 2, one more time, and then flip it right over so that you are now on your belly and on your forearms. So you're going to push the elbows into the floor, coming out of the shoulder blades, okay? Also to keep the shoulders back. Squeeze the butt and peel yourself up into a plank. Then lower the knees and lower the belly. Let's go again. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then please once again lie down on your back. You're going to press your feet into the floor and lift up into a bridge. We're not going up very high because I want you to make sure that your butt is squeezed, your abs are tight. So if it's not the case, you're going to go up too high, you're going to stretch it out, but really I want you to very much focus on staying tight. So from here, we're going to relax our arms by our side, try not to press them into the ground. Open up the right leg while keeping the pelvis nice and steady. And then exhale, close. Then the left. Right, squeeze the butt. And by the way, you can always use the feedback of placing your hands on your pelvis if you prefer. And then it would look like this, of course. And we're going to go for another 2. 1 more. And now both knees open up. Squeeze the butt. Exhale, return the thighs to parallel. Squeeze and return. Squeeze and return. Keeping the pelvis as steady as possible for 2 more. 1 more. And then bring it down. Press your back to the floor. Hands at the base of the skull. Lift the shoulder blades up. Lift the heels up. Bring one knee to your chest and then switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees towards your chest. Rock yourself all the way up. And please come into a plank on your forearms. We're going to stay in the plank for a moment. We're just going to hold this, keeping the pelvic floor engaged, squeezing the butt. And then I want you to start shifting into a side plank. So if possible, you're going to stack one leg over the other. Really maintain your pelvis nice and steady. And then we're going to switch over to the other side. And hold it. Lift the pelvis up. And then again, switch and return to the previous side. And we're going to hold it here. Now let's bring that top hand as far forward as possible. And then exhale to open, kind of like as though someone's pulling the arm back a bit. Then again, really pushing that bottom arm into the floor. 2 more. One more. And we switch over to the other side. And we touch the hand as far away from the body as possible. Exhale, open, keeping the steady pelvis. 3 more. Two. And 1 more. And release. Coming to back to the plank, we're going to place the hands directly under the shoulders. So if it's really impossible for you to do a plank on your hands, maybe you have some wrist issues, so it's okay that you go onto your forearms. But if possible, I am going to prefer my hands here. And we're going to go into a core plank, driving the right knee into the chest and holding it for 10. Push the hands into the floor so you're coming out of the shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you are on your forearms, settle down, come up onto your hands for a second, and just place that right foot in between your hands. Come into a lunge. Fix your eyes on a single spot. Start shifting your weight forward. Maybe you can even let go and lift the left leg up while keeping the pelvis steady and parallel to the floor. And then we slowly lower it down. The hands go down. The right leg goes back and the left knee comes forward for a core plank for 10. 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Lift it up. Shift. Maybe you can lift the right leg, lengthening your spine. Lower the leg, lower the hands, come into that high plank again. This time you're going to tap outside of the right foot very slightly, very gently. Tap and switch. And switch. And switch. And then again, place the right foot in between the hands. Again, come up, but this time you're going to lower the back leg and then you're going to hop and drop it back into the lunge. So it's 10, 9, dig the right heel into the floor, 8, 7, 'Bring it down, hands down, right leg goes back, left foot taps ever so slightly outside of the left hand. Switch. 2 more. Last time. And then the left foot, again, comes in between the hands. Come up, soften the back leg, and getting ready for that hop and drop for 10. Staying low, digging the heel into the floor. 6. 3, 2, 1, bring it down, bring it back, and just like we did before on our forearms, we're gonna lower the knees down, lower the belly. Let's try to do this on our hands if you need to. Of course, you can put your forearms down, okay? But if possible, you're on your hands. Pull your shoulders back. Lift the belly, lift the knees. Lower it down. Knees, belly. So it's like a modified push-up almost. 6 more. Or like a slow motion beginning of a burpee. 4. 3. 2. And 1 more. Bring the knees forward. Lie down on your back. And we're getting ready for the next circuit. So, and then of course, if you need a sip of water, go for it. So, the hands are going to be at the base of the skull. First of all, let's just open up our chest for a moment. I would even say go as far as to extend your back. So, kind of like pull your tailbone. See what I mean? Like I'm creating this distance between my back and the floor. It's like you're pulling your tailbone to the shoulder blades. And then release it back into the imprint. So pressing the back into the floor, the right knee comes up to the chest together with the shoulder blades. And then switch. We're pointing the toes. 8 more. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1 more. Now, what's important is you pressing your back to the floor. I want you to lift the right heel off the floor. Bring the knee up towards your chest and grab the knee with your elbows. Then bring it back down, keeping your back pressed down. Same side for another 9. One more time. And switch. Two more. 1 more. Okay, now bring the right leg back up. Bring the shoulder blades up and turn your left elbow to touch the knee. And then the right. And then the left. And then the right. And the left. Keep it going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. Right elbow and switch and switch. We switch legs and we're moving from side to side for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, touch the elbow, 1, and release. Now for the bridging, see if you can do this with your hands off the floor so you actually don't have the support of the hands and you have to rely on your core alone. So the hands can go up, and as you bridge through pressing the left foot onto the floor, drive the right knee to your chest. See what I mean? I'm digging the left heel down and I'm picking the right foot up as well as the butt. And I keep going with the same side for another 9. 8. 2 more. And on the last one, we're gonna stay up, keep the butt up, keep the pelvis steady, and tap for 10. 9, keep the pelvis steady. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, don't let the pelvis dip. 2, 1, and bring the right foot down, the butt down, and the left heel is already off the floor and ready to go with the entire leg. So we lift the butt, we lift the leg. Bring it down. We switched, right? It's the left leg now. Squeeze the butt. 3 more. 2 more. And on the last one, remember we stay up and we tap for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more time, and we release it completely, placing the hands at the base of the skull. Exhale to lift the shoulder blades up, bring the feet further away from you, and lift one knee up and switch for 10, 9, go further away with the heels if possible, if it doesn't hurt your back. 5, 3, 2, 1. Grab your knees, rock yourself up if possible, and come into a butterfly position just to stretch it out and release for a moment. And of course, you can take a sip of water if you need to. And we're going to get into a high plank. So once again, we're in our high plank. The hands are going to be directly under the shoulders. Abs are super tight. Come out of the shoulder blades. And then from here, I want you to lock out your elbows. You can do this on your forearms as well, of course. And then drop your chest, drop your shoulder blades, lift it back up. 6 more. 5, keep coming up and out. 3, 2, 1 more. Shift into a pyramid. The left foot gets closer to the right. The right leg goes way up. Point it. And on the next exhale, drive that right foot in between the hands. Now, I want you to do something similar to what we did before with that hop and drop, except digging the right heel into the floor. I want you to shift your weight over to your hands. So you're on your tippy fingers as you shift and lift the left leg and lengthen your spine. And then very slowly lower down. Okay, so the main point of the exercise is to slowly lower down. Slow on the lower. 4 more. 3. 2. 1. Woo! Bring the hands down. Oh, bring the right leg back. Excuse me, the left leg goes way up. Bring the left foot now in between the hands. Come into a lunge, getting ready for that gentle shift over to the hands. Exhale, bring it forward. Back down. 2 more. One more. And then leg to the floor, hands to the floor, both legs back. Stretch it out for a moment. Getting the heels as close to the floor as possible, lifting the tailbone way up. And then we gently start shifting our way into a high plank. You can put your knees down if you need to. And your index fingers should be slightly tilted towards each other. And we slowly lower all the way down. All the way, all the way, all the way. Deep breath, pulling the shoulders back, and get ready for a full push-up all the way up, or of course you can go onto your knees. And then slowly all the way down. Two more. One more. All the way down. And of course, you can take a sip if you need to, take any kind of break that you need to, and we're gonna get started once again, lying down on our back. Now, we have a relatively long flow now. We're gonna spend time really on each segment, each part of the body, and then we're gonna transition right into a stretch flow. So, hands are going to be at the base of the skull. We are now going to be focused on the obliques, okay, the right side of the obliques. So on the next exhale, we're going to lift the shoulder blades up to the right for 5 reps. Both shoulder blades to the right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add the right knee. 5, bring it down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the leg if possible. 5, bring it up. Push it down. 4, push it down. 3, I'm keeping my foot pointed. 2, and 1 more. And then release it. We lift up to the left for 5. No legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's add the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's straighten the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! We're going to stay here for a moment, just opening up the legs into a butterfly position. Turn the head over to the right. Turn it over to the left. And then from here, we're going to bring the right leg on top of the left open like so, okay? So the right knee is open, and we exhale, lift the left shoulder to the right knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the left foot, please, and push the legs up to the chest for 5, and slowly lower down. 4, pressing your back into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Flex the right leg and bring both legs up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release it for a moment here. If you can work relatively hard in terms of keeping your pelvis steady just via your core, then your hands are going to be up. But you can absolutely put your hands down, and the hands will help you stabilize the pelvis. So the butt goes up. Hands are either up for the extra work or down for the extra support. And the right leg goes up. Then we open up the right leg to the right. Exhale, close. Still working on our obliques. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. And we hold it up, lowering and lifting the butt as neutral as possible, so without tilting to the right, for 5 reps. 5, 4, 2, 1. Hold it up. Switch legs. Open and close. 5, 4. Keep the pelvis steady. You can always bring your hands down if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Lower the butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower the butt. Place the hands at the base of the skull for bicycles. Pointing our toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shoulder blades way off the floor. 2, flex. 10, 9, push the heel forward. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. One last move for the obliques. Lift the shoulder blades up. Turn, turn, turn. Keep the pelvis steady. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Getting ready for the six-pack muscle. That's the rectus abdominis. Bringing the legs slightly forward. 5 reps for the kneecap tap. We reach our hands overhead, inhale. Exhale, press your back into the floor and tap the top of your kneecap. Peeling your way up. Once you touch the knee, you drop back down very slowly. That's your feedback, basically. You've gone up to the knee, that's it, no more. We lower down. 4 more. And then from here, you're going to bring your hands by your side, squeeze your legs together, lift the heels up, and bring the knees up, and see if you can peel the lower spine off the floor. And then slow on the way down. One more. And now see if you can bring the legs all the way back so that it's beyond the head. Okay, if not, you can support your back. If possible, you touch the floor. Then the right leg goes up, and then we switch. So if you feel the tension around your neck, all right, then I much prefer that you do this with the support of your hands on your back, just like this. And what I need you to do either way is really work your core, squeezing the butt. 2 more. 1 more. And then try to bring both legs up and come down 1 vertebrae at a time, placing the feet on the floor and the hands at the base of the skull. Exhale to crunch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more time. Hold it here, lift 1 leg up and then the other in a tabletop, and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you want, you can go through the side or roll your way up into a seated position. Well done. Well done. So now we're going to go into a side plank, and you have the option of doing a modified side plank, which can look like this. Okay, that's great. If possible, you're going to stack 1 leg over the other, and it'll look like this. Okay, so we're either holding this or with the bottom leg bent, and we're going to reach the right hand as far forward as possible and exhale to bring it back up. And again, now hold it and lift the top leg and lower it down. And again, and hold it. And now give me 2 rotations. Inhale, exhale, rotate. And back up. And 1 more time. And then you can transition through the plank to the other side. I want to stay facing you, so I'm just going to flip over. And we're going to hold it up, and we're going to reach that hand as far forward as possible. And exhale, lift it. 1 more. And lift it. And then from here, we're going to lift the leg and lower. 1 more. And then from there, we're going to rotate. Last time. And then we're going to release it. And we're going to go into a regular plank on our forearms. So, in this plank, I want you to lift your butt up and then exhale to scoop it in towards the belly button. Lift the butt. Exhale, scoop it in. 1 more time. And then from here, bring the right foot out to the side and back in. 2 more. 1 more. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Settle the knees down. Getting into kneeling balance work. So I want you to stand on your knees. And stabilizing on your left leg, you bring the right foot forward. As stable as possible. Whoop. Okay? So the exercise is actually the move of the leg forward, okay? And then try to return it, keeping as steady as possible. Same leg, 2 more. And then return it. 1 more. And then we switch. 3. 2. Slow. As slow as possible. 1 more. And then again, the right leg. This time, maybe you just want to pop the back knee up for a moment, lower it down, and return the right leg. Same leg again. Pop the back leg. One more. And switch. One more. And now, let's see if we can go all the way up to balance. So bring the right leg, lift the left leg up, reset from the very beginning. Again, the right leg, two more. One more. And switch, the left, controlling the entire move from the very beginning, from the reset. One more. And then once again, we get into the low plank. And then from here, just like we did before, lift the tailbone, then scoop it in. Lift and scoop. Push the forearms into the floor. And now, again, left leg, tap it out for 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, we're going to lie down on our back, and we have a series of just a few exercises that I want us to touch on, and we're going to start stretching in just a moment. So on your back into a tabletop position where your focus is keeping your back pressed into the ground strongly, okay? Press it into the ground. Now you're going to lift the shoulder blades up, and I want you to slightly bring the legs forward without lifting your back off the floor. Exhale to return. Inhale and exhale. Just moving a little bit forward, not too much. Keeping the calves parallel to the floor as much as possible. And then we hold it here and we pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the head down, bring your hands down, and shift the legs forward, keeping your back pressed into the ground. Exhale, return. Taking a few breaths forward. Exhale, return. 2 more. Keep your back pressed into the ground. 1 more. And then release it. Opening up the legs into that butterfly position. The point here is to really keep the pelvis and legs as steady as possible. So the palms are going to face up. We're going to lift the shoulder blades up. And the right hand is going to touch the right knee and the left. For another 8, 7, keeping the legs steady. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Inhale. Exhale, both hands touch the knees. Pop it up, return it all the way down. 9, 8, 7. If this hurts your neck, you can do one hand at the base of the skull, just like this. Okay? And we're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and And one more, and then release it. Now let's bring one leg straight up and add the other, and we're flexing. And also here, I want you to really keep your back pressed to the ground. And then slightly lower the legs. You don't have to lower very much, but keep your back pressed down. And exhale, lift. If that didn't hurt your back at all, you're feeling good, you feel like you can really make contact constantly with your back against the floor, then maybe lower even more. And then lift it up. We're going to go for 3 more. And one last one. And once we come up now, we're going to get ready for the pulses, keeping the legs up, shoulder blades up, pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7. Engage the pelvic floor, please. Squeeze the thighs together. Keep the feet as flexed as possible. 3, 2, 1. We slowly bring the feet down. And then we very, very slowly, and I'm emphasizing that so you don't hurt your back. So really be very gentle on the transitions. Bring the butt up. Squeeze the butt. Open up the belly. And lower back down. And again, exhale, lift it way up. And lower it all the way down. Now, send the right leg straight up and flexed. And if possible, okay, you're going to grab your toe, your big toe. But if not, just grab a hold of your thigh. So if you can, you're going to grab your big toe. And what I want you to focus on is the polarity. So as you are pressing your butt in towards the ground, you are lifting the right heel up towards the ceiling. And then anchor your left butt down as you open the leg to the right. Very gently return the leg to center and have the left hand grab hold of the foot and just very gently bring it over to the left. Very gentle. We're keeping the butt down and we're stretching the IT band. And then let's release it, placing it on top of the left leg, and we're going to hug the left leg towards us, the left thigh, as we open up the right knee. And then we release. Right foot is on the floor, the left leg, we shoot it way up. And then let's gently open up the leg over to the side. Keeping the knee straight. And then moving that leg over to the other side, just ever so slightly. And then release it. Placing the left leg on top of the right thigh. Really hugging the right thigh. And release it. Please come into a butterfly position. Arms are out. Drop the head over to the right. Let the left side of your neck really stretch. And then shift it over to the other side. And then release it. Bring the knees over to the right, pressing both shoulder blades down. Both knees over to the left, both shoulder blades down. And then we're gonna gently roll onto our side and into a tall seated position, flexing the hands. The right hand pushes down, the left gently guides the head so that the left ear is aiming for the left shoulder. And then we switch. And then we bring it down, bringing the chin to chest. And let's take a deep breath to end, shall we? Inhale, bring the hands way up. And exhale to shake it out. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Oh, I'm sweating it out. That was the point. That's what we did. As I'm dripping sweat into my eye. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.